This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another episode of An Anthropologist Watches Amberlynn Read. Woo! And this is her most recent, as of right now, video. This is 19 hours old as of July the 1st. So this is, here's what really happened. Getting my first mammogram and chicken chip taste test vlog. Chicken chips. Doesn't that just sound... I guess if you like, what is it when they fry up the pigskin? Is that cracklins? There's another name for those. Pork rinds. There we go. Is cracklins the same as pork rinds? Am I weird? Anyway. So I guess if you like pork rinds, you probably like chicken chips, I guess. Somebody was telling me how they air fried the chicken skin off of the chicken that they would feed to their dogs. So that's kind of cool, I guess. I don't have anything against it, so that's kind of neat. Anyway, I know I'm currently behind the videos by like 2. I'm going to put this one out first, and then we'll have like pseudo retro-ish reacts to the other 2 videos that I'll post after this, but I just kind of want to get caught up as much as humanly possible. So if there's like an Amberlynn video dump, that's what's happening. But this is the most recent. I want to get this one done so that we're all on the same page, and I know what's going on with the chicken chips. How could you not want to know what those taste like? Which I'm sure is going to be something to the effect of, yeah, those are good, kind of a thing. So if you're waiting with bated breath for that, we'll get to it. And that's pretty much all I have going into this, to be honest with you. Her content's been pretty boring as of late. I think this is the video where she kind of explains to us why she's been having this weird, like, ooh, I can't tell you what's going on with my semaglutide GLP-1 stuff because, ooh, mystery. And it's not really that big of a mystery, and I honestly don't believe the majority of the story, so there you have that. I have her sped up. I will have her sped up. Bonk. All right. I have her sped up to time it in a quarter. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. Ding, ding. And yeah, that's it. Let's jump into this. Oh, also, I know our girl is single again. I know she broke up with her fake girlfriend who didn't exist in the first place. So that happened. And we shall never speak of it again, apparently. So anyway.
Hello, welcome
Hi.
to a new vlog. Today is actually June 25th. I had to look down at my computer to see the date because I'm telling you, I lose track of time.
Not you.
I'm not gonna lie. So
how do you lose track of time when you have like 19 different calendars and or day planners floating around your apartment? Like, I lose track of time because I'm an idiot and I don't look at the calendar. You lose track of time because you just don't do anything. Like, your days blur together. I can't imagine the monotony of her life. I really can't. And I can understand, just going off of the videos that she shows us, I can understand why she has the issues she has mentally, because with depression and like loneliness and that kind of stuff, because her life has there's no excitement in her life. There's no, oh, next week I'm going to go canoeing, or we're going to go try rock climbing for the first time, or, you know, she's even stopped getting her nails done and things like that. So like, she doesn't do anything. And it's just the same thing every day. Wake up, maybe film some stuff, eat some food, take the dog for a walk, maybe take a shower, do my makeup, go to bed.
I'm actually really nervous. I have a mammogram today and I've never had one before. I'm 33 years old, having a mammogram. You know, it has to get done. So
I don't think she understands how unusual it is for someone her age to be having a mammogram. But a lot of that is lost. Most of this kind of stuff is lost on her. I know she's having it done because she's already had cancer once. And I guess there's some weirdness with the girls going on there, which is a good reason to go get a mammogram. I'm not knocking her for doing it. I just don't think she understands how it's not unusual to the point of like shock and awe for a 33-year-old to be going and getting a mammogram, but it's not normal routine either.
If they see something on the mammogram, I also have an ultrasound scheduled, but they said if they don't see anything, then I don't do the ultrasound. So we'll see. I'll definitely let you guys know how it goes. But yeah, I am a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, because some people say it hurts really bad, and then other people say, oh no, it's no biggie. It's pretty easy, pretty simple, doesn't hurt. So I don't know. I guess I'll be the judge of that.
All right, well, for engagement purposes, if you've had a mammogram, how did it feel? Some people I've heard say it feels like they're slamming your boob in a door over and over again, and some people I've heard say, you know, it was uncomfortable, but that was about it. So I haven't had one yet. I have it scheduled. I'm excited, let me tell you. But I'm in the age group where you're supposed to be getting mammograms, so...
Everyone's experiences is different, so.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
standing
true.
here and I was gonna choose a perfume.
Wow, from that wide selection, must have been a all-day process.
And I remembered they gave me like instructions before the mammogram, and they're like, you don't get to wear lotion, you don't get to wear perfume, nothing like that.
Lotion, I understand. Perfume, not so much. Maybe they just don't want the chemical smells in the mammogram office. And, you know, with Amber, who wears perfume like body spray, probably that's a small blessing.
You guys, I recommend these perfumes. I got them from Amazon. They smell so good. They also have some other scents. Out of these three, I'm living for the floral marshmallow. So good. I'm at the breast health place.
What is it with her and not being able to say, like, the doctor's office, the hospital? Why can't she remember the name of any of the places she goes? The breast health place? I mean, I guess you're not wrong.
But across here, which I've never seen this in person, you guys are gonna be like, that is so dumb. It's literally a huge Amazon place, and I've never seen one in person.
Why would you? Unless you either A, work for them, B, drive trucks to them, or C, like me, have done the survey so that they can build one of those things. Why would you? It's not like it's a tourist attraction. And over here, if you look, you will see the Amazon warehouse on your right. We will be touring the parking lot in another 5 minutes. Please put your cameras away. I mean, like...
And I'm like, whoa, that's where everything comes from. It's like so, I don't know, Amazon is like a weird company, I'm not gonna lie. Like getting all your stuff so quickly, weird.
It's black magic, Amber. It's black magic. Look at her face. She's like seriously contemplating this one. Wow, you guys, like guys, did you know that like Amazon, they like have everything and they get it to you so fast? Like, how do they do that? I mean, the world's flat and all, so how are they getting stuff across the flat surface of the earth so quickly? Wormholes. They're using wormholes.
I had to put this on.
Oh my god.
Y'all, that was so weird.
Okay, first off, look, I'm not going to film my mammogram. I'm not going to film me in the office getting my mammogram, before or after. That's weird. That's weird.
Okay, guys, so I have been back from my mammogram for a couple hours now.
Mammogram.
I have literally always been told that it's gonna hurt, like it's so uncomfortable. And honestly, like it didn't hurt at all. I kind of enjoy like pressure, especially like pressure to my hands while I'm sleeping. I also really like sleeping with my wrists like this.
That's weird.
How I've always been. Sometimes I'll literally sleep with pillows on top of my body.
Like that's not weird. I mean, people like weighted blankets and that kind of stuff. So that's not weird. It's the sleeps like this. Why? I feel like I feel like I would wake up crippled if I did that. Like I feel like my hands would not function first thing in the morning.
Because I also like that type of pressure. So I just like pressure in general, so it didn't hurt at all. I guess maybe the most uncomfortable part would be the fact that like this lady was literally like touching.
Do you want to show the girls off some more? Can you grab your tits some more? Can you shove them into the camera a little bit higher? I don't know if I can fully comprehend the size, the shape, and the mass of your tits yet, Amber. Can you kind of like accent them in another way to kind of like help me out here?
My boobs and like making sure it was like on the glass and like, yeah, you like literally lay your boob like this and then it gets smushed. I mean, that's what it does.
Thanks.
So they did both.
There was no other way that you could have demonstrated that in any other capacity. But again, like, I guess we wouldn't have been able to watch you play with your tits for the last minute and a half, so.
What's good about it is, like, I didn't have to sit there and, like, wait for days on end for results. They literally tell you if they see something, like, suspicious when you go get the test done. And not
Well, that is so convenient of them. I mean, all the other doctors are just trying to gatekeep the information from you because they just don't want you, Amber, specifically to know about your own health. They're just keeping that information from you so that you don't know what's going on. But the breast health doctor, that person wants you to know immediately. That person's a much better doctor.
Not many tests are like that, especially like scheduled tests, but I got my results literally immediately and everything is fine, thank God. So I'm sure some of you are like, why'd you even have to go? I noticed it actually after my hysterectomy. My left boob is just bigger than my right one and it's got worse and worse and worse. I just mentioned it like in passing to my doctor and he was like, since you've had cancer before, let's definitely get that checked out. But
especially since that's like one of the number one signs of having problems. But with her, who knows what that actually means, you know? You're going to have some natural variance in the size of the girls from one side to the other. So that's a thing. But if you start to notice that one of them is growing, especially if you're post-puberty, and one of them starts to grow and the other one is not, and it's very noticeable, you should probably go to the doctor long before it becomes too big, right? And don't just casually mention it to your doctor in passing. It's not a casual thing. She's very fortunate it's not something else.
Everything is good, which I'm so grateful for. But when I was there, they told me that I should do like a genetic testing because they're kind of shocked that I even got uterine cancer at such a young age.
No, they're not. They told you immediately why you got cancer, why you got uterine cancer at a young age. It's because you're morbidly obese. Your super morbidly obeseness is what basically caused the cancer. You yourself even admitted that on camera. That you knew the cause of this cancer was basically your stupid morbid obesity. So why are your doctors now? Why are the new doctors shocked? Why are the new doctors shocked that you got cancer as young as you did? You know why. The doctors that treated you know why. We know why. Are you telling me your new doctors, don't know more than the rest of us?
The genetic testing, they'd be able to tell like if I'm what was the word she used? Like predisposed. Predisposed, Amberlynn. Predisposed. It's not that hard.
I don't know why she bothers to do those kind of cut-ins with those kind of, her repronouncing the word. Because she mispronounces so many words with such frequency. I don't know why she thinks that this is somehow redeeming. I guess she thinks it's cute and quirky. Like, oh my god, you guys, I figured out how to say it after the filming. I just roll with it. If I can't remember a word, that's the way it is. Y'all will figure it out.
To like getting other cancers. I might get the genetic testing because it's definitely interesting to see. I don't know. It's not like something that I need to have done, but it'll be good to see. But yeah, it was really quick. The lady who actually did my mammogram, she was...
I don't believe any of this, by the way. Like, not a single word of this story right here. Look at this face. I wonder if they're going to believe me.
Probably in her late 20s, and she was just so sweet.
Oh my god, somebody in their late 20s was hitting on you? Amber, you cougar.
And as I was leaving, she was like, I don't want to make this awkward, and I'm definitely not hitting on you, but you are really beautiful. And I just...
No, she didn't. Not only did you dip into your lie zone, you're still in your lie zone.
I don't know. It like made my day because she was just like, you have such a pretty face.
Did it make your day? It like made my day? You have to think about that?
And I don't know, things like that like mean a lot to me when I'm feeling kind of shitty about myself. Like I was having anxiety because I was like, oh my god, there's just something wrong with my breast and my boobs are all up in her face. Like it was just a whole thing. So it definitely like just made me feel a lot better. She said that as I was walking out, and I don't know, it was just super sweet.
As Amber's walking out of the examination room, the nurse and or technician runs up to her and is like, wait a minute, before you go, I just have to let you know, I'm not hitting on you or anything, but you're just so beautiful. And you're very unprofessional if that actually happened in real life. Which it didn't, by the way. Amber, stop. What is it with you? Can you not go anywhere where somebody doesn't hit on you and or say something nice to you. Like, I wish people were that nice to me whenever I went out. Like, my neighbors will say nice things to me because they're my neighbors, but I cannot recall the last time I was out in public minding my P's and Q's and just random people. No, that's not true. That's not true. I got a compliment on my dress yesterday, which I deserved a compliment on my dress because that was a cute ass dress. But anyway, okay, so one time out of the past, I can't remember. I literally can't remember before that when I got a compliment. And it wasn't technically a compliment for me. It was a compliment for the dress. So, and I can guarantee you I have never gone to any kind of medical office and as I'm leaving had the doctor, nurse, technician, what have you, stop me to tell me how beautiful they think I am. That's never happened. Nor should it. All right, Amber.
Okay, you guys, it is time that we're going to try these wild protein chips.
Because you need to snack.
So it's literally made with chicken breast, egg whites, and chicken broth. This is in the flavor sea salt and vinegar. Like, how could this be bad?
So many ways. Somebody pointed out that that's the exact same recipe for like dog treats.
So this whole bag is 13 protein, which is quite a bit. Like
13 protein for that. Look, girlfriend, those shakes you were drinking have more protein than these chips, okay?
for a chip, like, yeah. So let's try it.
I think this is disgusting, by the way.
I literally had to open it in the weirdest way ever, but you know, that's fine. They smell like potato chips because, oh wait.
Chemicals? They smell like potato chips because chemicals, that's why.
What is this? It comes with a little do not eat pillow pack, contains a harmless absorbent for humidity and odor. Okay. But yeah, it literally just smells like those potato chips that are sea salt and vinegar. So yeah, they look like this. You guys can get a look in there. Let's try it. Wow. I think I taste chicken.
All right, Hannibal Lecter over here. Hannibal Lecter Lynn. Hannibal Lynn? Hannibal Lynn. Okay, Hannibal Lynn.
That is so good. Sea salt and vinegar is like the bomb.com. This kind of reminds me of like if you're cooking chicken and you like get like a little piece of it in like the frying pan or whatever, and it like cooks way longer than the rest of the chicken, and then you like take a little tiny crispy piece and you eat it. Like it literally tastes like that, but with sea salt and vinegar.
Look at her feeding herself. All three of these bites, by the way, she watches herself guide the food into her mouth via the camera. It's been a while since we've watched her be this blatant about it, but she's like going out of her way to make sure that the food is going into her mouth using the camera, well, the viewfinder. So she's watching the viewfinder to make sure she's putting the food into her mouth correctly, as opposed to just putting the food in your mouth.
Yeah, I can get down with these. Yeah. And it has like the perfect texture. Like I love that crunch.
Do you like the chips, Amber? Do you like the chips?
Okay, you guys, let's literally talk about this whole semaglutide, why I wasn't able to increase it. I know that like rumors will be had. People will create rumors. People will speculate. People are thinking that I'm getting weight loss surgery. People are thinking that I'm getting my gallbladder taken out.
Who speculated you were getting weight loss surgery? And who speculated that you were getting your gallbladder taken out? Who are these people? Have they not watched your channel? I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying you need to watch more because clearly you haven't been here long enough.
People are thinking that insurance now wants to cover my semaglutide. None of that is the reasons at all. So what happened was
these are not the reasons I've seen in her comments section, so I don't know who these people are, but I mean, I'm sure I didn't read every single comment, so mostly people have been speculating that either A, she's already quit taking the semaglutide and this was just her like, I'm out speech, or B, the doctors stopped giving it to her because she was having poor reactions to it. I mean, most people I saw speculated that it wasn't that she didn't increase her dose, it's that she stopped taking it altogether. Especially since she was talking about intrusive thoughts about food and like ravenous hunger and that kind of thing. Because either she stopped taking it or the dose just magically stopped working, which I guess can happen. Again, Amber's a very unreliable narrator. She's a lying liar who lies. So it's really hard to tell when she's actually telling the truth and when she's not on these kind of situations, right? So she might she might legitimately have started having resistance build up to the dose she was on, but who knows? And I don't for a minute believe 90% of the story that she's getting ready to tell us. Kind of like I don't believe the story of the technician, nurse, doctor person hitting on her at the hospital.
A telehealth company, like a credible telehealth company, a very popular one that has doctors and people to help like with your weight, like actual weight loss doctors.
What company would this be? I mean, I can think of the names of the companies that advertise on Instagram, but that doesn't make them credible. It's kind of like BetterHelp. They advertise everywhere, and they've got influencers everywhere who are using them. That doesn't make them credible. And if BetterHelp is the one giving out boutique semaglutide, no, just no.
The whole nine, they contacted me and they wanted to sponsor me to be an advocate for their company.
Sure they did, Jan. Sure they did.
So I was going to actually start doing semaglutide through their company. I'll be
Were you?
an advocate for them here on my channel. So the semaglutide is actually from the exact same pharmacy that I already get mine from. So I knew it was credible because there is a lot of companies making fake Ozempic, fake semaglutide, and that's something that you need to very much pay attention to.
She believes that part. She's being very deceptive, but part of that could be that she's not mentioning the name of the very reputable company who uses the same pharmacy as the one she's already getting. So are you admitting that you're not going to an actual boutique, that you're actually just doing all of this online? Is that what you're admitting? I think she has mentioned that she physically goes into the doctor's office. So for her current shots, I think she has mentioned that.
Because that is scary. Anyways, this is like a well-known, amazing company. And
how do you know this? How do you know they're A, well-known, and B, amazing? You know, did you do as much research on these guys as you did on Optivia? Because honestly, your research skills are not impressive.
I was actually going to be working with them. All my I's were dotted, all my T's were crossed. I even filmed my first video of like introducing this whole thing to my channel. I do want to tell you guys something super exciting. This is actually the reason why I wasn't able to increase my semaglutide dose. I'm like so excited. Oh my God, this is gonna like change my life and maybe some of y'all's life too.
She is fake as fuck in this. I think this is why I don't believe it, because we've seen her have her honeymoon day 1 videos, and she's not like this. She's much different when she does these. This feels like she filmed this because she knew she was making this video, right? Like you can tell, you know what day this is because of the outfit, but this doesn't feel right.
So a credible company reached out to me. They reached out to me because they saw how well I was doing on semaglutide and they wanted me to be an advocate for their company.
That's a face. If this is your intro video to your sponsorship, why haven't you said the name of the company? Why do you just say, a reputable company has reached out to me? Were you planning on doing the entire sponsorship without ever mentioning the name of the company?
Anyways, you guys get the point. This clip is actually like 7 minutes long, but there's really no need to watch the whole thing. That I was going to be working with this company and I was super excited. Like this was going to be really good for me. It was going to help you guys because you guys, so many people have contacted me saying that they want to go on semaglutide. And
I don't know who you people are, but find someone else to contact. Like, I don't know, a doctor.
It's like, I wanted to help some of you be able to do that. But then I had this weird like feeling in my gut and I started doing research and
she sounds like Anna when she's doing that, because Anna's her lipedema journey right now. And she's like, I'm doing this so that I can help some of you who are also on a lipedema journey. No, you're not. No, you're not. And neither are you, Amber.
And in YouTube's terms of service, it literally says that you cannot promote pharmaceutical drugs.
Does it though? I don't know about this one. Let's see. Because since it's not something I ever have to worry about doing, YouTube TOS pharmaceutical illegal or regulated goods or service policies. Content intended to sell certain regulated goods and services is not allowed on YouTube. Content intended to sell certain regulated goods and services is not allowed on YouTube. What this policy means. Don't post content on YouTube if it aims to directly sell, link to, or facilitate access to any of the regulated goods and services listed below. Making the sales of these items or facilitating the use of these services possible by posting links, emails, or phone numbers to or other means to contact a seller directly is not allowed. Pharmaceuticals without a prescription. I don't think it would have violated TOS, and here's why. Let me read through this whole list though. Okay, yeah, don't try to sell bank account passwords or stolen credit cards on YouTube, you guys. Why is that even there? Controlled narcotics and other drugs. That is not, it wouldn't fall under that. Organs. Don't try to sell organs on you. Who are you, these people? These are only on here because people have tried. Oh, Lord. Nicotine, including vaping products. I've seen people do vaping products on here. Unlicensed medical services. What are you trying to say, Amber? Instructional cheating. Additionally, the following content isn't allowed on YouTube. Instructional cheating. Content which provides instructions for academic cheating. Huh? Wow. Content instructing how to purchase drugs on the dark web. Are you working with the dark web, Amber? Here's including a link to an online pharmacy that does not require prescriptions. I don't think that would fall under that. And GLP-1 is not listed in the selling hard drugs list, so we don't have to worry about that. All right, so here's why I don't think, going by the TOS that I just read, here's why I don't think this would have been an issue for her. Because most of these companies that I have seen, because I do check them out occasionally because I'm always interested, they require you to, now granted, you're just basically filling out an online survey, and then a licensed professional, a doctor or an RN, gets hold of your survey, and then they will issue a prescription for you. So I know that so if that's true, she isn't, unless this incredibly reputable company really is just handing stuff out without a prescription whatsoever, which would be illegal in the first place. Like even my birth control, I get my birth control through an online pharmacy, and I have a prescription. Like even that's a prescription, right? So, and I looked into the Hers hair vitamins. It has minoxidil in it. I have a prescription for that, right? These are prescriptions that exist. We can argue about legitimacy all you want. There is an actual prescription out there that exists. So I would assume if you were getting GLP-1s through one of these online boutiques like this, they will write you a prescription. You will have a prescription for these medications, which means if you were getting it filled, and most of these places use a third-party pharmacy to fill the prescription, so the pharmacy won't fill it without a prescription anyway. So she wouldn't technically be selling access to pharmaceuticals without a prescription, and she wouldn't be linking to a company that was selling prescriptions without, or selling pharmaceuticals without a prescription. Those two things, that wouldn't be happening because the company, the boutique, would create a prescription so that it's all above board, right? So I don't think any of this really would have, I don't think this would have violated TOS, honestly. I don't think Amber's, if this is a true story, I don't think Amber's smart enough to reason her way through that or to figure that out. So it's probably better that way that this didn't happen, because if she really was going to move away from a brick and mortar place where she actually was physically seeing a human being at some point to get her GLP-1, to an online pharmacy or an online doctor who she would never see in person, I think, granted, she's going to a boutique, she's going to a med spa right now. I honestly think you should be going to a doctor for this kind of medication, but I guess if my options are the internet doctor or nothing, I think I'd rather you go to the med spa kind of a thing, but that's my personal opinion on that. I don't think the GLP-1s are a drug that you should really be fooling around with. Like, it's got some very serious side effects for some people. Some people do not respond well to it whatsoever. They're a minority of the people who are getting treated, but what if you're in that minority and you don't have a real doctor to go see or to go tell or an emergency to call, you know? Like, it's just blows my mind, but, you know, whatever. Do I believe that Amber was approached by an online med spa to be their representative? I do not. She goes on to talk about how she's had so many sponsorship offers and she's just turned them all down. I don't believe that either. I do not believe that either.
Semaglutide is very much that. I am able to sit here and cannot promote pharmaceutical drugs. Semaglutide is very much that. I am able.
It doesn't say she can't promote pharmaceutical drugs. It says she can't promote them without prescription. Right? And I just got done telling you that they would issue a prescription so that everything is above board. So Amber half read the TOS for whatever reason, probably to make an excuse for this situation, because probably the sponsorship fell through if it existed in the first place. And so she's just trying to come up with an excuse. And in true Amber fashion, she half-asses it versus actually reading the TOS. And I don't know, contacting YouTube if you really had a question about it. I'm sure, I don't know how long it would take YouTube to get back to you, but I'm sure there's somewhere a customer service center where you send questions. Hey, I got approached to be able to sponsor XYZ. Will that violate TOS? I mean, I'm sure somewhere there's a TOS Q&A that they will help you with.
Able to sit here and talk about my journey all day long, but I can't have links at the bottom of my channel directing you guys to go get pharmaceutical drugs. It's not allowed. It's against YouTube's terms of service.
Without a prescription. And the med spa would issue a prescription.
And that freaked me out. And I felt really bad because I had already signed the agreement / contract to work with this company. Like, everything was perfect. Like, I's were dot, T's were crossed. I was so
you've already signed the contract saying you will do this, but you didn't check TOS first? So you went ahead and entered into a contract saying that you would sell or represent a company before you checked with YouTube's TOS to see if you even legally could do that. Also, maybe you could hawk it on your Instagram, on your TikTok. I'm sure they'd probably prefer you to do it on TikTok, since TikTok's where all the youngins are right now. Like, I don't know. This is just sus from the word go.
So excited to do this, but I had to message the company and be like, I can't do it, just for like the longevity of my channel. Like, I cannot risk the chance of losing my channel. Like, this is my career, this is my job, this is my livelihood. Not
that you would know it from any way, shape, or form of the way she treats the channel. She's being deceptive again. What else is new? I guess what I should do is be like, oh no, she's not being deceptive in this moment. That would be more remarkable. You know, like her liver.
And it was going to be an amazing opportunity for me. Like, I have been requested to do so many sponsorships. I've literally been on YouTube for 11 years. I think like the sponsorships definitely started coming in, I would say, around 6 years ago. And I've never done any. Full of shit. I have just declined all of them. But this is one that
She's so full of shit. She's so lying her ass off right now.
wanted to take and was going to take and was going to do it. I made the first video for it.
Like Optivia. Thousands and thousands and thousands.
And I was like, I can't do it. Like, I cannot risk it. I didn't really want to talk about it because, like, I feel like not really a failure per se, but it just like really sucks that I wasn't able to do it because I felt like it was the wrong thing to do. And it literally says, like, I have it pulled up on my laptop right now. It literally is underneath healthcare and medicines on the support.google.com. This was something I was really excited for. And
I mean, you could have read that section to us. I would have been a little bit more helpful than you just randomly spouting off a heading.
to be a part of that company, I was going to have to start the process of semaglutide over because they actually prescribed me the starting dose of semaglutide. Obviously, I literally have it in my fridge. Like,
So you have a prescription for it, which would nullify the part where it says you can't do this without a prescription. I mean, it's probably better that she's not doing it anyway. I honestly don't think it's a good idea to allow people to sell that kind of a service just willy-nilly like that. I personally think it's a terrible idea. So the fact that she got cold feet, assuming this is a true story, the fact that she got cold feet and called it quits on everything actually kind of sits better with me because, like, the last person I want selling a potential a drug like GLP-1s is Amber. So, oh my god, how much longer before the GLP-1s become an MLM? Wow.
I was ready to do it, ready to rumble, but I just realized I can't do it. It definitely sucks big time. And a lot of people were also thinking that, like, I was trying to make excuses for why I was going to stop it. No, actually the complete opposite. I was ready to be an advocate for an amazing company and I had to turn it down last minute.
Okay, guys, so
That whole story was there looked like there were some markers of truth in that story. I'm not going to try to, like, say there wasn't at all. But I don't think the real Becky. Why are you showing their name now? Like, anyway, we'll talk about this in a second. I think there were some markers of truth during that story. I can't tell you what the full truth is because there was a lot of deception as well. As far as the TOS that I looked up, I just Googled it and typed in YouTube TOS pharmaceuticals and it popped up. So if you guys want to recreate that search, you're welcome to do so. It was very specific about saying without prescription, though. So my guess is it probably would have been okay. But yeah, I mean, Anna got away with it, sort of, kind of, not really. So, and I see people advertising vaping products all the time, or I used to see people advertising vaping products. So maybe that's a new one. I don't know. But anyway, I think she would have been fine. I just don't think the story's real. I don't think she got approached to do it. I don't think she signed a contract to do it. I think maybe she was thinking about reaching out to somebody in that way. I sure as hell do not believe that she just gets offers for sponsorships hand over fist, because what company would look at her channel and be like, oh yes, this is the representative I want? I mean, maybe companies don't give an F. Maybe, but honest to God, any product that Amber would tell me is amazing, it would be the last thing I would buy after that. And it could even, like with the e.l.f. products, if I didn't already use e.l.f. makeup, which I do, I wouldn't buy it simply because she's hawking it. Anyway, I know she's not sponsored, but all right. So Amber doesn't usually even mention the name of the people who leave comments. So why are we not only, like, we are naming and shaming here? What made this one special, Amber? Did this one just really get under your skin?
it is time for question of the day. It
Or do you not like that it says the real Becky?
is a little different this time, but that's because I am literally just editing this right now, and I don't feel like showing my face because I'm not wearing makeup right now.
Because God knows we've never seen you without makeup on. Like the very last video I just reacted to where you started off without any makeup on. We've never seen you without makeup, Amber.
So the question of the day is, can you show the A1C with your name? That could be anyone. So yes, I can. Here it is. So
I'm sorry, the name is wrong. This says Amberlynn, and as you clarified earlier, you want it to be Amberlynn. Sorry.
here it is. I think you'd have to be an actual sick psychopath to
Hey, Quest Diagnostics.
fake medical results. But yeah, here they are. I had them emailed to me, and that's that. I hope that you guys.
Pretty sure you could just go on like the patient portal for Quest Diagnostics and just get it yourself. I don't think you have to have them email it to you. I do. I mean, that's how my blood work works. I don't care. I don't think she's faking it. I'm surprised she's not pre-diabetic at least. So I'm just surprised, but you know, her and fucking Foodie, man, they're bulletproof. So there's that. I'm sure there's still going to be people who are going to be like, "Oh my god, she faked it." I don't care. You guys Amber is either the dumbest person on the planet or she's some kind of like super villain genius. Like, it confuses me. But I don't think she faked it. I don't think she cares enough to fake it. I don't know why she feels like she should share this stuff. It never goes well for her. She should really just stop. Just stop sharing your medical information with us, Amber. It never ends well for you. What else happened here? Oh, I don't think the story about being approached to be a sponsor for some well-known, very reputable, amazing company on the internet. I don't think that happens. I don't know what the full story is there. I don't know if we ever will. She could just be taking a story from some other creator who actually was approached by some GLP company like this and who did take the sponsorship. She could just be mimicking that whole entire story. She's done it before. She'll do it again. So this entire thing could just honestly be her completely stealing someone else's story from off of their channels. So if any of you know who that might be, I would be interested to see that video. That being said, I don't believe the doctor. Was that in here? I was thinking about the mammogram again because I just reacted to that video. I don't believe that happened either. The mammogram happened. I don't believe the person being like, "Oh my god, you're so beautiful." I don't think that happened. What else happened here? Oh, this is the mammogram video. God damn. Anyway, I still don't think that story happened either. What else happened? I believe she liked the chicken chips. There's some truth there. I don't understand how she's getting these GLP-1 shots. She's even increased the dose, she said, and she's still eating like tons of food. Nearly every single person that has shared their story with me about being on a GLP-1 has said that they have lost all interest in food. So how is she managing to not only eat, but snack, right? It's kind of like Anna. I mean, how the hell was Anna eating while taking those drugs? Like, and I was watching some informational, I watch videos about the GLP-1s because I'm very fascinated by them. So I watch doctors talk about it. You know, YouTube, it can't ever be wrong. But one of the things the guys were pointing out, these doctors were pointing out, is this doesn't burn calories for you. What these drugs do is they basically like paralyze your digestive tract. So it takes longer for food to move through your digestive tract, which causes you to feel full longer. And it helps, and if you feel full, you don't get hunger cues, right? So you become a snake, effectively. You swallow down a month's worth of food and then spend the next month digesting it. But that's kind of the point. It's not burning calories. So you don't have like a license to go eat anything you want. The food is still food. The calories are still calories. If you're still gorging yourself, you're still overeating. The only thing the GLPs are really doing as far as the weight loss end of this is just making it so that food doesn't move through your system as quickly. So I would imagine if you're like force feeding yourself while taking these drugs, like not only are you taking in more calories than you need, clearly, but you're just like packing it in your stomach, man. Like that can't be comfortable. That can't feel good. And it's going to take longer for that to digest. I'm rubbing my stomach because I'm thinking of like, oh my God, that must feel like awful. Right? So That's the weight loss end of it, though. I mean, it does a bunch of other stuff, too. So, do I think she's increased her dose? I don't know. I don't have a reason not to believe that she hasn't. I'm just amazed that she's able to eat as much as she does, even while taking these drugs. But again, I look at Anna from Glitter and Lasers, and she lost weight because she was taking Wegovy, but she didn't lose a massive amount of weight. Like, she didn't lose a significant amount of weight while taking it. And then she showed us what she gave us a glimpse of what she was eating while taking these drugs. And she was basically just overeating the entire time. So how she managed that, I guess, is how Amber manages it. Manages it. I guess it's just mind over matter, really. So anyway, all right, if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and put a... Oh, isn't there like one of the emoji faces? Doesn't it have like the long liar nose? Like the Pinocchio nose? Go ahead and put the Pinocchio nose emoji face down in the comment section for obvious reasons. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you have experience with these drugs, a lot of you are sharing your experiences, and I appreciate that because I like firsthand accounts. So how do you eat this much while taking these drugs? Like, especially after you've increased the dose. Like, she's on a double dose now. Let me know what you guys think about online boutiques selling the GLP-1s at this point. I don't know. Mammograms are mammograms. We're all eventually going to end up getting them, or at least half the population's going to end up getting them. So it is what it is. If you want to share your funny mammogram story, you're welcome to. Don't trauma dump in the comments section, please. And yeah, if you've had the chicken chips, let me know, I guess. I think they're disgusting, but I could be wrong. I'm still not going to eat them, but you know, somebody likes them because they're still selling. And yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. So thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. And I will see everybody in the next one. Bye.
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.